Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
House Judiciary Committee, Representative Balint did something that no one had even imagined. He openly destroyed Pam Bondi right there. Because of the alleged destruction of evidence in the Epstein case, is Bondi's career now finished forever? Will she ever be able to recover from this public humiliation? Let's watch the clip of this heated debate from the biggest and most explosive news first. And right after that, I will tell you why Balint left the hearing while Bondi kept watching everything. To understand how Bondi was insulted in the hearing and what the real truth behind it is, stay with the video till the end, because this issue directly shakes the roots of the system.
Jeffrey Epstein, Attorney General Bondi, yes or no, has the Justice Department asked Secretary Lutnick about his ties to Epstein?
Excuse me. Secretary Lutnick has addressed those ties himself.
I'm asking you, has the Justice Department specifically asked Secretary Lutnick about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
He has addressed those ties himself.
Has the DOJ asked Secretary Phelan about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't know whether he has addressed those or not.
Has the Deputy Secretary Feinberg talked to the Department of Justice about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein? Yes or no? Has the Department of Justice talked to Deputy Secretary Feinberg about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, which are clearly spelled out in the files? It's a very simple question. It's not a trick question. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I'm stunned that you want to continue talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Epstein
Okay, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm asking you not a trick question, a simple question. Okay, so what is clear is we have evidence.
Do you know who Chris Malin is?
We have evidence that 3 senior officials within the Trump administration have ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And what I can conclude, I can conclude from what you are saying that you have not talked to them.
What does ties mean?
I think Americans would be shocked to learn that you are not interested in talking with these officials who have ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
What does ties mean? Can you define that?
Across the world,
can you
prominent
define
men
ties?
who've been exposed in the files have resigned their jobs in disgrace. And that's a good first start. And that same standard,
not saying the word Chris Malin.
Standard should apply here. And Americans want accountability.
Who is Chris Malin?
Was the president aware? Please stop talking. It is not your time to ask questions. It is not your time. I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. Chair.
One second.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from Vermont.
Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce? Was he aware?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude that the president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next-door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You're
this is pathetic. This is pathetic, Mr. Chair.
Will be in order.
I am not asking trick questions here. The American people have a right to know the answers to this. These are senior officials in the Trump administration. This is not a game, Secretary.
I'm Attorney General.
My apologies, I couldn't tell. By 2008, we knew that Epstein was a convicted sexual abuser. And we now know that Lutnick went to Epstein's Island in 2012. How was that not a deal breaker for the president? And why aren't you asking questions of the Commerce Secretary about what he saw when he was at the island, which he lied about not ever going to? Why are you not asking these questions? And I see that my time is almost expired, so I will say this. Do the right thing, Attorney General. Meet with the survivors. They have been asking for a year. Meet with the survivors. Do the right thing. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from South Carolina is recognized for 5 minutes.
May I have 20 seconds of his time?
So that'd be up to the gentleman, but
absolutely, Madam.
Thank you. Thank you. I was curious if you, Congresswoman, asked Bill Clinton that. Didn't see one tweet, not one. I didn't see one tweet when Joe Biden was in office about Bill Clinton. Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once. When he was
weak sauce.
And also, I want the record to reflect that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Oh, do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
So Representative Becca Balint suddenly walked out of the hearing. In an interview with MSNBC, she openly explained what actually happened inside the room that led her to get up and leave the hearing midway. Now let's watch that interview.
I certainly didn't prepare to be accused as a Jewish member who had a family member killed in the Holocaust to be accused of anti-Semitism. We prepared for her to have a burn book, for her to be full of insults and not to answer the questions. We prepared for all of that. What is so concerning about this particular moment for me is why did she go there? Why was that the thing that she brought up? And my team and I thought about it a lot last night, and she knew that I had looked at records from Howard Lutnick, who is the Commerce Secretary. And that was my line of questioning, to ask her, has the DOJ interviewed these high-ranking members of the Trump administration about their ties to Epstein? She knew that because they were spying on us. They were surveilling us at the DOJ terminals, the computer terminals, and had printouts for what files we had looked at. And Howard Lutnick is of Jewish descent. And so this is one of the most chilling aspects of what happened yesterday. So not only did she have insults prepared for all of us and not answering the question, and survivors were in the room. They were desperate to get some answers and to be acknowledged. And what she was concerned about was bringing up, based on the dirt, including how we were surveilled at DOJ, to try to discredit us. And the survivors left once again feeling like their government had let them down. And it's heartbreaking.
Friends, now let's come to the most important part of this entire story. Today's hearing made one thing absolutely clear. The Jeffrey Epstein case is not over. It is still alive. And it is touching one of the most sensitive areas of American politics. Just think about it. The Epstein files have come out. Several names are slowly starting to surface. And the people who were victims in this entire case have been asking for only one thing for more than a year: justice. But what happened in today's hearing raised another major question. Representative Becca Balint asked the Attorney General just one direct question, a very simple question. Has the Department of Justice asked questions to the officials whose names appear in documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein? That's all. But that simple question did not receive a simple answer. The room quickly turned into an argument. Interruptions started, and several attempts were made to change the subject. And that is where this issue becomes even bigger, because when a direct question does not receive a direct answer, it creates even more questions in people's minds. And that is exactly what Representative Balint pointed out later during her interview with MSNBC. She said something that many ordinary people are also wondering. If this case involved an ordinary person, someone without power, someone without political influence, would the Department of Justice take even a single minute before asking them questions? We probably already know the answer. And that is why today's hearing was not just another political debate. It pointed toward a much bigger issue. Is the law truly equal for everyone? Or when powerful and influential people are involved, does the system start behaving differently? This is not just a question in the United States. It is a question people around the world often ask. Today's hearing did not give a clear answer to these questions, but it did reveal one important thing. When there are attempts to avoid the truth, the questions do not disappear. They become louder. And until those questions are answered, this issue will not go away. The Jeffrey Epstein case has already placed many powerful figures under public scrutiny. And every time new information appears, the issue returns to the spotlight again. So now the question comes to you. What do you think? Will the full truth about the Epstein network ever come out? Or will this case slowly fade away over time, just like many cases before it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with as many people as possible, because the truth can be hidden for some time, but it can never truly be erased.